This morning, before you even said a word to another human being, AI had already made decisions for you. It chose what news you saw first. It decided which friends post appeared at the top of your feed. It picked the song that set your mood for the day. It calculated the fastest route to work and quietly rerouted 4,000 other drivers to make that happen. You think you are using technology, but what if technology is using you? This is TT Capital Clarity. Hello to everyone. I'm not here to tell you to throw your phone in the lake. I'm not going to tell you you are living in dystopia. All I'm going to do is to show you with a real specific examples how artificial intelligence is already shaping your choices, your emotions, your relationships, and your wallet, because here we talk about money. This is TT Capital Clarity. This is being shaped by AI, often without you even realizing it. Because the first step to being in control of your life is understanding who or what is actually running it. Let's go. Let's start with something number one. Your attention is a product. You open TikTok or Instagram, Reels, or YouTube Shorts. You plan to watch one video. 47 minutes later, you surface for AI wondering where the time went. That's not an accident. That's engineering. Every major social platforms runs on what is called a recommendation algorithm, a form of AI trained on one goal: keep you watching as long as possible. It learns your patterns faster than you know yourself. Did you pause on a video for 2 extra seconds? It noticed. Did you rewatch the last 3 seconds of something? It flagged it. Did you did your thumb slow down on a certain type of content? It remembered. Within 35 minutes of you using TikTok for the first time, the algorithm has already built a psychological profile. A 2021 Wall Street Journal investigation created dozens of automated accounts and found that TikTok's AI had sorted each account into a rabbit hole: fitness, depression, conspiracy theories, extreme politics, in under an hour. You didn't choose the rabbit hole. The AI chose it for you, based on the tiniest, most subconscious signals from your behavior. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own, and you are giving it away for free to an algorithm that's been specifically designed to take as much of it as possible. Let's go to something number two: AI and your emotions. Here is where they get it darker. These algorithms don't just choose what you see. Research shows they actively learn which motions keep you engaged longer. And the answer across nearly every platform study ever conducted is the same. Outrage, anxiety, fear. These emotions are stickier than joy. They keep you scrolling, clicking, and reacting. So the AI, not intentionally, but as a side effect of pure optimization, serves you more content that makes you angry, scared, or insecure. A 2020 study by Facebook's own internal researchers leaked as a part of the Facebook papers found that the algorithm amplified emotionally divisive content because it performed better by engagement metrics. They knew the AI didn't have an agenda, but the system's incentives created one anywhere. Ask yourself, have you ever finished a session on social media feeling better than when you started? Or do you usually put your phone down feeling vaguely anxious, irritated, or like the world is ending? That feeling isn't random. It's a pattern. And it was optimized. It was optimized into existence. That's all about AI and your emotions. Something number three. AI is shaping what you buy. Remember, this is TT Capital Clarity. We are going to talk about how AI is shaping what you buy. It's all about money. It's all about finance. It's all about your wallet. Let's talk about your wallet. Every time you visit Amazon, the AI isn't just showing you products. It's running a real-time experiment on you specifically, testing which product, images, which prices, which limited time banners, and which customer reviews trigger your purchase response. Amazon's recommendation engine drives an estimated 35% of all their revenue. That's not a coincidence. That's billions of dollars generated by predicting your behavior better than you predict it yourself. And it's not just Amazon. When you walk into your store and see a certain product at eye level, that placement is increasingly AI optimized based on purchase data from millions of shoppers. When you get an email with a subject line that perfectly resonates with your mood, AI wrote it. Or at least A/B tested for the variations to find the one most likely to make you click. When a service shows you a price, there is a growing practice called dynamic pricing, where AI charges you different than it charges your neighbor, based on your browsing history, location, device type, and perceived willingness to pay. You are not always getting the same deal as everyone else. You are getting the deal the AI calculated you would accept. That's all about your wallet. This is DT Capital Clarity. Something number 4. AI and your relationships. What about with love? Dating apps like Tinder, Hinge, and Bumble use AI to control who you even see in the first place. Hinge's algorithm, for example, uses what they call Gale Shapley matching model, borrowed from economics. It clusters users by their past behavior and shows you people it predicts you will engage with. That means the app isn't just showing you who is nearby. It's curating your romantic possibilities based on your past patterns. And here is the part nobody talks about. If the app matched you perfectly on the first try, you leave. You delete it. So there is a built intention. The AI can't work too well, or it loses you as a user. Some researchers and former employees have suggested this creates incentives to keep you just frustrated enough to keep sweeping. Even beyond dating, your friendships are shaped by AI. Facebook's algorithm determines which of your friends you stay close to because it decided whose post you see. If someone you used to be close to doesn't get surfaced in your feed, the friendship slowly fades, not because got busy, but because an algorithm deprioritized them. AI is quietly editing your social world, curating who stays in your life. Let's go to number five. Something number five. AI and your future. And now we get to the part that should genuinely concern everyone. AI isn't just shaping all you watch and all you buy. It's increasingly being used to make high stakes decisions about you. Whether you get approved for a loan, whether your job application gets filtered out before a human even sees it, what usually insulates you are coded. Uh, whether you are flagged for additional screening at an airport. These are AI decisions, and in many cases, you have no idea they are happening. No right to explanation, and no simple way to appeal. A 2019 study by the National Institute of Standards and Technology found that many facial recognition AI systems used by law enforcement in the USA had significantly higher error rates for darker skinned faces and women. These weren't fringe systems, they were in use, making real decisions about real people. The AI didn't mean to be biased. It learned, it learned bias from the data it was trained on, data reflecting the world that was already biased. Garbage in, garbage out. Except the garbage here can ruin someone's life. Something number six. So, what do we do? What do we do? Okay. I promised this wasn't the doom and gloom. So here is the part that matters. Awareness is a leverage. The AI systems that shape your life are powerful, but they rely on your unawareness to work at maximum effect. The moment you know the algorithm is trying to provoke your outrage, the outrage loses its grip. The moment you know that recommendation is designed to trigger impulse, you have a second to pause. You have the second to pause. So here are the three things you can actually do. One, interrupt the algorithm deliberately. Search for things you don't care about. Engage with content from perspectives you don't usually see. Break the feedback loop on a purpose. Confuse the system. It keeps the echo chamber from sealing shut. Number two, use time limits, but make them real. No app limits you dismiss in 0.3 seconds. Actual friction. Leave your phone in another room. Use grayscale mode. Remove apps from your home screen. Make reaching for the dopamine hit slightly less automatic. Something number three, demand transparency. Support legislation that requires AI systems, especially in lending, hiring, and law enforcement, to be explainable and auditable. This isn't partisan. The right to understand a decision made about you is just basic dignity. AI is not your enemy, it's a tool. An extraordinarily powerful, increasingly autonomous tool that is currently pointed at your attention, your wallet, your emotions, and your future. The people building this system aren't villains, but they are operating under incentives that don't always align with your well-being. So the question isn't whether AI will shape your life. It already is. The question is whether you are going to be a passive participant or an informed one. You've taken the first step by watching this. Now, go decide something for yourself today. Something the algorithm didn't prompt. Something you chose. That matters more than you think. This is TT Capital Clarity. I will see you in the next one.